Hey, it's Deborah. I just want to thank you for signing up for a coaching session or multiple sessions with me. I want to take this time to go over a couple of things about like what to expect during the session so that we don't have to waste time getting into this before your session. I do like to just dive right in and begin working with you when we actually will speak on the phone. So thank you for taking this opportunity for yourself. And this is how you can be best prepared for your session. And the more prepared you are, the deeper and more we can get into your session. So first of all, my intuitive coaching is similar but very different from my private one-on-one mediumship sessions that you may or may not be familiar with. In a coaching session, you are doing most of the talking in the sense of I will start off our session asking you, why did you book this session today? Because my experience has been that when you want a singular or multiple coaching session, there's something going on in your life that you would like some more clarity, insight, validation, some work that you're going to do around this thing in your life. So come prepared to your session knowing why did you book this session? And you might even say I don't know because I'm so confused with my life. I don't know what I want. That's preparing. You could say, I don't know why I booked this session. I just felt called to. That's a totally fine answer. Others will say, I'm having this relationship struggle, or I'm this job struggle, or I can't lose weight, or, oh my gosh, there's so many things. Or I'm really angry at a person. I can't get it out of my system, or I really want to adopt forgiveness. Whatever it is, have some clarity around why are you signing up and why did you choose me as your guide. I want you to start getting that clear within yourself. Then as you're talking, because I will start our session, which will be recorded, I'll start our session with that question. What's coming up for you? Why did you pick this session? What is it that you'd like some insight and guidance on? Now, this is not a prediction type of session. This is not a psychic reading, and I cannot stress that enough. It's not where you'll say, oh, I'm struggling with my job, and I say, oh yeah, and 3 months from now, you're totally going to get the job of your dreams and do XYZ. Although sometimes intuitive information like that will absolutely come to me, and if it's going to help you in your journey, I absolutely share that stuff. However, that the goal of the session is not for me to tell you what's coming. It's for me to help you create what's coming for you, or help you be able to see within yourself what healing and what insights need to be looked at. So when you start talking, obviously I'll be listening to your words, I'll be listening to you, but I listen on a much deeper level. I call it intuitive listening. I'm listening with my whole body, and I will pick up on where there's resonance with what you're saying within yourself, or dissonance with what you're saying. So sometimes people will say, oh my gosh, I really enjoy doing so and so. And if I feel I don't feel that's the case, I feel dissonance there, I point these things out. I use intuitive information that I can kind of trace back to some core beliefs going on within you that's causing whatever's coming up for you in that moment. So I will challenge you and ask you, hey, what's going on here? How about this? And, what happened about 5 years ago? So I do use my intuition, but it's all for you to do the inner work and start to see yourself in a different way. I'm helping you lift up these blind spots or these blocks that you have. Also, a lot of times when people start sharing, they just, I'm here to talk about this, but then they start talking about this. And I believe in a very free associative setting. So what I mean by that is when you start talking, I'm listening in between the lines of what you're saying, what you're not saying, what you're sharing, what you're not saying. So it's a full experience. And from that, I get the insight, ooh, ask her about this, or ask him about that, or poke here, look at this, to help you maybe see something in a different and new light. I was going to say something else and it totally left my mind, and now I'm not sure what I was going to say, and I don't want to re-record this whole video. So give me one moment. I had two thoughts that came through my brain. Intuitive listening, paying attention to your own insights. Oh, I know what it was. This is going to be fun working with me, isn't it? I don't necessarily have a goal-based coaching style. So I'm not like, if you're coming and like, I can't lose weight and I want to lose 10 pounds by a certain date, that is an outworking of the work we can do together, but I'm not someone who's like, okay, let's set a specific goal, because in the beginning, there's so much other stuff that you need to be aware of yourself. And so my initial prompts is really to get you to look inward, do some reflective work. And as that reflective work is working over time, then you will naturally, organically come up with your own set goals. So this is not like a goal-oriented coaching style. And I do want you to be aware of that, because, with say weight loss, which is a big one, especially around the new year, that's going to be a natural outworking of our work together, because there's usually there's other stuff going on within us that needs to be moved. That energy, that consciousness needs to be moved in order for you to set goals for yourself and act on them. So be prepared when you come. Know what it is you're calling me for and talking, and what it is you want to get out of your session. Really think about that ahead of time. And I always say, I don't know is an answer. You could say, I don't know, Deb, totally lost. I don't know. That's an answer. It's the answer that you have. So, do the reflective work. And if you really can't put placement on that, that's okay. That'll be our work together. I do feel that multiple sessions obviously are definitely more helpful, because there's a transition and a transformation that goes on over time. But we can get a lot done in one session as well. Your first session is going to be 1 hour, whether you do multiple sessions or just one time. I always want that first session to be a full hour, so we have time to get to know each other and you to understand the style that I work with. So write down any questions you have about the process, and you can send them to the office so that we can address as much as this before you start your session. Like I said, I want to dive into your session and not spend so much time on this when we meet. But feel free to write questions about the process. Don't write your questions about you personally yet, just the process. If you have any questions, send those to my office. Also, be sure, so that I know that you watched this video, be sure to email my office, hello@deborahhanlon.com, to say, hey, Michelle, I watched Deb's video. I got it. I know what to expect a little bit. Or that's a good time to ask those questions. But please make sure that you validate that you have watched this video, that you get a little bit more understanding about how this works. So thank you. I totally look forward to looking for you. I'm not going to be looking for you. Nope. Looking forward to working with you is what I'm trying to say. Buckle your seatbelts. It should be a fabulously fun, bumpy, emotional, deep, searching ride with laughter. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.